Hey VIPs, it's the second month of me having this hairstyle, and as you can see by my roots growing, I need to take it down. I'm gonna take it down tomorrow. It was not my sister's gonna help me take it down. I will take it down now. I don't have scissors. But yes, today was so good. So good. I need to show you this picture. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it. I'm gonna see if I can do it. Okay, so this is what I had to show y'all. Oh my gosh. It was a king cake cinnamon roll with vegan cream cheese on top. It was really good. Oh my gosh. Like, I think there was also selections of real cream cheese. Or was it? I think it was all vegan cream cheese, actually. It was still delicious as fuck. Like, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. I'm so glad I walked back because if I hadn't have, I would have gotten on that bus and I would have passed out. Okay? I would have been slumped. I can't. But also, y'all, today was a feast. They had crawfish, they had seasoned potatoes, quartered red potatoes and whatnot, seasoned and whatnot. They had gumbo, they had corn on the cob, I think I mentioned that. They had chicken on a stick, they had hush puppies, they had tater tots, they also had fries, and they had sausage with, like, the peppers, onions and peppers and whatnot on it. Ugh! Oh my gosh, I love that fat ass. My face, I can't. Y'all, that shit was busting. It's like, that shit was busting. I tell you. I cut out the last video because I messed up. My bad. My bad. But anyways, this one is gonna be focusing on Mr. Argent, aka Chris Argent. I originally did not know that his name was Chris, so I was over here looking it up. I was just like, his name's Chris. What the fuck? But anyway, it never said it in season one. But I'm gonna focus on him because he's the only neutral character out of season one that I don't dislike, but I also don't really like either. So it's kind of like, yeah. So I'm gonna divulge into that a little bit while you look at gifs in the background. I would say you could look at my face the whole time, but no, I'm tired of seeing my own face, okay? I'm looking directly at the camera. I'm sick. I can't. Sorry, my friend texted me. I don't even know where I left off. I think I was doing the intro. Did I even do the intro? Okay, I'm gonna redo it again. This is Chris Argent. He is the father to Allison Argent and whatnot, one of basically Scott's girlfriend, the main character. He is a hunter, and he is the one with the family of hunters, one of which you're gonna see named Kate Argent. Someone I talked about in my I hate slash dislike video. I hate Kate Argent. She has issues, bro, and I just can't. Her morals are so off the radar. It's ridiculous. Is her father's worse than her? Actually, no. I don't know who's worse, her or her father, right? So obviously those are the only two you see and whatnot. The father's in the next season, but the only one you see that is a relative of him from his family side is Kay Argent and whatnot. I don't think he has a brother or any other siblings that they mentioned. But anyways, yes, he is the one that is nicer. He's more understanding. I think it's because he has a kid that he cares for. Because their father, I will talk about in the second season, but I'm gonna just say a little bit. He trained them to be soldiers, not to be his kids. Like he didn't care for them as kids, he cared for them as soldiers. And it's very evident throughout both the seasons. But anyways, with Kate and whatnot, she's the most like Gerard and whatnot, their father. He is not exactly like his father. He has morals. They have a code. The code is not to kill pregnant women, not to kill children, and not to kill werewolves who haven't killed anyone. That is their code. And I believe that Chris Argent himself, this man right here, made the code because he has a heart. He has a kid he actually gives a fuck about. He has a wife he gives a fuck about. He has family he cares for. Meanwhile, he has a sister who over here burning people's houses down, not even caring if they have full monsters or not, or children. She burned it down, not even caring at all. So it's kind of like, and then you have the father who just sees any of those werewolves as lesser beings, not even human at all, even though they started out as human. They just have issues. He does not have issues. Chris Argent does not have issues like that at all. Now, at the beginning of the season, he's a dick. I just got to tell you that straightforward. Also, I may just put in the description that I may curse and whatnot, or I may just say some words and whatnot. This isn't for kids. I always put my videos not for kids. But anyways, yeah, he's a dick in the beginning. He's a dick, especially to Derek. Just rolling up at the gas station as Derek is trying to get gas for his car, and then straight up having your goons go and break his window and whatnot after basically taking out his gas pump out of his vehicle. That's what Chris Argent did to Derek. He was just a asshole. Like, Derek was already pretty much a dick too, but he was a dick to somebody else, okay? With Chris Argent, he was just a dick to Derek. They just rolled up on him, basically threatening him like he isn't a resident of Beacon Hills as well, too. Like, it's like, dude, and what sucks worse is that I know the Argents originally probably came from Beacon Hills, but dead ass, Chris Argent and his family moved there. Like, they had just moved back there, or I think they just moved there in general. And already they acting like they own the place. Like, no, you don't. Derek been here. You over here messing with his vehicle and some shit. Who the fuck are you? Like, I can't. And then it came to the dinner with Scott and the family. Scott and Allison were there because I think Scott rode on his bicycle and whatnot. And Mr. Argent saw that he was there, and Kate was also there as well too. Mr. Argent just got groceries and whatnot, so he was gonna have dinner, and he did not want Scott over at all. But Kate was just like, "No, it's okay. He can come in. Like, it's her house. It ain't her fucking house." And he does that a lot. He allows his relatives to be allowing shit for him, knowing damn well that Allison is his kid, not theirs. He needs to put his fucking foot down. Like, I'm tired of him over here letting his relatives allow certain things that he would never allow. It's annoying. Like, I can't. That shit happens so oftenly. Like, I know it only happened a few times, but it happened too often for my taste. I was getting sick of it. But child, anyways, during the dinner, he was pressing Scott with out-of-pocket ass questions. Like, dude, dinner ain't even start yet, and you're just like, oh yeah, you drink tequila? Just like, he ain't even answer the question. You asked him one question first, and he ain't even answer. So then you're gonna be like, yeah, tequila. And then Scott was just like, nah, I think he said, do you smoke? Or another out-of-pocket ass question, like, have you ever had sex before? I don't know if he asked that question, but I feel like I'm not surprised if he did and whatnot. And then Kay also commented, like, don't be grilling him or don't be pressing him and whatnot. It's like, in this dinner, it's like they were getting to know Scott. This is when they didn't know he was a werewolf. It was more chill and whatnot. And Scott, him being charismatic and having great sense of humor, it helps. It helps. And even Chris Argent can tell, like, oh yeah, you know, he's a good kid, but he's the one trying to date his daughter. So of course he got to be the overprotective dude, because otherwise he probably would have been okay with Scott. But y'all, anyways, at the end of the dinner, Scott had to get a bullet because it needed to cure Derek and whatnot. So Kate thought that Scott stole from her bag, even though literally Allison is in there too. So yeah, she had accused Scott, and then Chris was backing her up and whatnot. And I was over here just thinking, you should be diffusing the situation, sir, not backing her up. These are teenagers, yeah, sure, but it's kind of just like, you know, you could be diffusing the situation. Do something, father. He's the father. Do something. And then it shows Allison had gotten something out of her bag. It was a condom, even though, like, Allison wasn't the one that went into her bag. It was actually Scott, but she did take the fall for Scott. I think she went into her bag earlier, I guess. But anyways, yeah. I think that made Chris more wary of Scott because, like, dude, why is the daughter getting a condom? Like, what's she getting a condom for? What y'all think y'all finna do? Like, that type of shit. And then, basically, as the series went along, his sister was being questionable. She was over here pretty much trying to get Allison into being the role of a hunter. And he is so different from his sister. Like, his morals are not only different, but it's how he is with his daughter that's different too. He's overprotective for a reason. He knows his family is full of hunters who think of werewolves as lesser beings and sometimes can cross the line of just overdoing it with the killing, basically. So he doesn't want his daughter to do that. He doesn't want his daughter to just go into this deep dark hole, because Allison was innocent. She was innocent. She was nice. She was literally the epitome of a good kid. And so he didn't want his daughter to go into this shit like that. But Kate was not pressing, but was slowly trying to get Allison into that role. And once Chris had found out, it was kind of just like, damn, you know. So that's the thing, is I don't like him because he was a dick originally. And with a lot of things, it's kind of like, you're too soft. You need to stop letting your sister do things when you don't like them. You need to put your fucking foot down and stuff like that. When he finally did put his foot down, it was just like, yeah, no, you need to leave. You're going to leave with Allison out of this town and whatnot. I was just like, it was too late. Like, you know, because his sister's hard-headed, bro. Like, his sister has literal issues and whatnot. She over here trying to train a 15-year-old to be a hunter, knowing damn well that's not her child. And then the amount of times that they were just like, oh yeah, Allison's a lot like Kate. It's like, dude, no, she's not. She's like her dad in a way. She's like her dad. Like, I like that. He feels like making him a dad is what helped him not be like his family. And that's what I really like, you know, makes me neutral to him at least. Like, you know, I would say it makes me like him more, but I was still just like, damn, you soft enough not to be like them, but you too damn soft to where you allow them to do shit they ain't supposed to do. Like, I don't give a fuck that they're your family, nigga. You have your own family. You shouldn't just, you know, let them do whatever they want, because that's what he did. You know, that's how Kate was even able to have Allison shoot her bow and arrow. Allison is good at archery, but it's just like, bro, you know, like she's not supposed to be hurting nobody with that archery and type shit. But y'all, anyways, yes, that's my neutrality of it. At the end, when Kate had tried to shoot Scott, he saved Scott's life, even though he knew Scott was a werewolf. And I loved that he did that shit. He shot, actually no, he didn't shoot Kate. He held up the gun as if he was finna shoot. He even shot at the tree and was just like, hey, if you don't put that damn gun down, we really finna have an issue. He didn't say that, but I felt it in that moment that he was gonna say some shit like that. I was just like, yeah, you do that. Cause he found out that Kate had burnt a whole house full of werewolves and non-werewolves, children. She killed children, goddammit. It was too much. And he said, no, I'm not with that shit anymore. And I love that that was a good character development for him on his part and whatnot. So yeah, you know, it's a character that's like, you know, there's not enough moments for me to say that I fully liked him in season one. Like, you know, there were some moments where I was just like, okay, he kind of cool. And there were some moments where I was just like, okay, could he calm the fuck down, or could he man the fuck up and like talk to his relatives and say, hey, this is my fucking daughter and this is my house and this is my family. I need to step the fuck back. Like, can he do that shit? Like, I can't. But yes, that is my whole spiel of season one, Chris Argent. Yes. That's the end for this video. It was somehow 10 minutes. I don't know how the hell I made it 10 minutes. But yeah, that's for my neutral video. For the ones that I like and love, I'm gonna make them the same video, but I feel like they're gonna be longer than the ones I hate / dislike. Even though I feel like I didn't have enough to say with the hate or dislike type of thing, because usually I can make my videos an hour long of me just straight up talking about everything I fucking hated or disliked from a certain character. But what the ones that I like, actually it may be shorter, because it's like the ones that are obvious, like, oh, this is an obvious reason why I like them, like, you know, because everybody else feels this same way, or most feel the same way. Thought I heard something. But anyways, that's gonna be the end for this video, and may peace be with you for an eternity.